That is not... There we go. For some reason, OBS, I forgot about my microphone. Yay. Hi, it's been a while. How is everyone? I wasn't anticipating on streaming yet. I still haven't gotten my new model rigged. I needed to put the finishing touches on it, and then commission someone to rig it. I have not done that because I've been doing other things. I'm planning to do that sometime next week. So, sometime... I don't know how long this takes, actually. Either this month or next month we'll be back to streaming regularly. Probably. But today is my 4-year anniversary from when I started streaming. Back over on YouTube. It's not my Twitch anniversary, but like... So I wasn't originally going to stream. I was just going to release a video being like, hey, yeah, I still things are going on. I know last year wasn't great, but you know, maybe this year's gonna be better. We got stuff in the works, we got things to do, and then I was just gonna post it as a video and blah 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 blah. And then I realized, hey, I've got a bunch of Lego sets that I bought last year before I had to move, and then didn't end up building because I had to move, and at that point it's like, well, why bother putting it together if I'm just gonna have to take it apart and then bring it to my new place and put it back together again. So I'm like, oh, well, I could just do one of these for my anniversary stream because I don't have anything special planned. So today we have this. The Japanese maple tree, the red maple bonsai, any number of other names for it. We're going to put this together today. Also, apologies for the glare. At my old place, I was right next to a window, but I could like close the blinds if I needed to, if there was too much glare, if it was blowing out the colors. At my new place, I'm right next to a big old sliding door. Glass sliding door. So light comes in. For some reason, they've got like fucking a thing up there where blinds seemingly used to be connected, and in fact there is a fucking roller blind in my like laundry closet. No blinds. they I guess they decided, you know what, let's not do that. Actually, let's take that down. No blinds for you. It's great. It's great. So if things get a little too glary or too bright, we're just gonna have to fucking deal with it, and I'll worry about it another time. Alright, on the plus side, I don't need a shitload of like acoustic foam around the place because, like, I don't know if it's just the carpet or whatever, but there doesn't seem to be any echo in this place compared to my old place. Because my old place had hardwood floor. Anyway, let's just get into it, shall we? Oh, actually, I do have one thing to promote. And I know, like, no one's here, no one's gonna see it, but hey, if you're watching the VOD, maybe. Hold on. I should have prepared this earlier, I forgot about it. Also, we hit 300 subs on YouTube. I think because of the fucking Manhattan Cafe VOD. Like, people's like, oh, hey, new Uma Musume channel, cool. I do have a second channel now. Specifically, hold on. Let me just, I have a channel for music now. Yippee. There's only one song on there. It's kind of shit, but I'm hoping to make more. I'm experimenting with music. My plan for this year, if you've seen it on Blue Sky, or maybe in the bio of my YouTube channel. I need to update my Twitch bio, actually. my new title is creator of various things. So like obviously I stream, I write. I haven't written like any original stuff recently, but last year I wrote a hell of a lot of fan fiction. This year I'm adding music and re-adding game development to that. Because if you haven't seen it over on Blue Sky, I've been working on something in RPG Maker. Don't know when that's gonna be ready. I'm gonna have to learn to do like sprites and shit. But for now, like, I'm just having fun with it. I'm just having fun with it. Anyway, if you want to check out my music channel, it's there. Any of like my covers and stuff will still be on my main channel, because you know that's me with my voice. Any instrumental or Utao stuff will be on the music channel. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's get into the actual building and stop rambling. Also, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Fun fact, it's not New Year's Day here in Australia, and that was actually deliberate. When I first started streaming, I'm like, okay, debuting on New Year's Day, probably a terrible idea. No one's gonna be watching. Everyone's gonna be out like having a fucking, like, I don't know, barbecue with their family or some shit. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll debut the day after New Year's Day. Genius, Melody. It's not like time zones exist and you are a day ahead of most people. So for most of the world, it is New Year's Day. And my plan failed miserably. Anyway, let's see how this goes. It's been ages since I've put together a new Lego set. I did have to rebuild all of my old ones. They are all together again, so that's cool. But brand new is like new. Also, it was like cold and raining yesterday, so I'm like, yeah, hoodie, that's fine. It was overcast this morning too, but now the sun's out and it's warm, and I'm like, okay, cool. Weather doesn't know what it wants to do lately. Oh boy. We got a large enough instruction booklet that it barely fits on screen. Oh, we get another brick separator. Let's go. Alright, let me arrange these bags in a way that makes sense. By which I mean placing them on the floor. Arrange by number. Some of these bags seem very large. So I get the feeling we're probably going to be opening some of them at the same time. Also, we're just using my regular background music for this. I didn't bother gathering up something specific for it. If I get tired of listening to this, depending on how long it takes to put this together, I might go searching for some like relaxing Nintendo music to study to or some shit. Bag number 1. Yippee. Yippee. And then the smaller bag inside the bag. Also, paper bags this time. Let's go. They don't always do that. After this, I have like 5 other sets already purchased but not yet built, so Lego's coming back in full force this year. I don't want to say full force actually. Lego's coming back this year. Anyway, brick separator, let's go. Alright, starting with this. Do I remember how to do Lego streams? Not really. When was my last Lego stream actually? How long ago was that? Fucking August. Holy shit. No wonder I'm out of practice. Why was this in the small pieces bag? Because, like, there are smaller pieces than that in the regular bag. What? Anyway. Then we want one of... Oh, that's probably a small bag. Gotta be careful. I literally just painted my nails this morning. I'm like, yeah, I don't want them to get chipped or scuffed or whatever before the stream, so I'll just do them the morning of. Oh, that is a significantly more complicated step for step 3. We went from add a single piece to make this entire contraption and add it to the thing. Alright, we got one of these. One of these. One of these. Like a Technic brick that already has the pins attached to it. I wonder what the point of that is compared to like just having a Technic brick with 2 holes and then sticking pins in there. Feels redundant. But I guess there's a lot of pieces that are kind of redundant at times. And this goes on here. God, the shadows are so fucking bad. The glare. If I could... Hold on, do I have anything I can put there to... What if I put the box here? Would it need to be like... here? Maybe? Yeah, that takes some of the glare off, I think. Maybe? Question mark? I hope? Hold on. I don't know. That's the best I can do. Okay. Then we have another smaller contraption going on. That attaches to here. Then we want 2 of whatever this is. Need 2 of these. 2 of these. 2 of these. I will say, do not underestimate how helpful it is to have everything bagged up properly and in smaller, more manageable piles. I had to rebuild this shit, this fucking thing, with all the pieces in one big pile. Nightmare. It is much nicer constructing things where you can actually see the pieces you need and you don't spend like 10 minutes looking for the piece that the instructions call for. Then these go on the sides here. I think I actually am going to look for music. This loop is way too short. The loop works for heckin' intro, like chatting and whatnot. It does not work for like an extended amount of time. Relaxing Nintendo music, sure. Where are my old ones? It's been a while since I've listened to that. Oh, that has an ad. That does not, okay. Alright, and then I need to tone it down in my headphones. Oh, it's doing that stupid thing, isn't it? Hold on. Why is it... Okay, that should work a little better for the reactive. There we go. So it was being dumb because fucking... So I have to be in a Discord call for the reactive to work, right? And Discord, for whatever reason, was defaulting to using the mic on my headphones. Like the tiny little mic that's, I'm pretty sure, mainly just for noise cancelling. It was using that tiny little mic for Discord rather than my actual USB mic. So I changed that over, and all of a sudden my headphones are working properly now. And it doesn't sound scuffed as hell. Where are we at? We've already completed this. This one. Okay. Oh boy, more contraptions. We've been going for like 20 minutes. We're only on step 6. This is the kind of yapping you get from the Melody Sea Turtle channel. Constant yapping about... Oh, we already have 4. I'm dumb. I should not be saying that about myself. Should not be insulting myself like that. Been trying to be better about not constantly calling myself a dumbass. I correct myself and go the Uma Musume route of calling myself a doinkhead instead. Thank you, Tamamo Cross. Okay. So, we put 2 together like this. Then on there. Also, side note, something I guess quote-unquote figured out while having to reconstruct my entire Lego set after moving. My Lego collection after moving. It's a lot quicker building Lego sets when you don't have to show everything you're doing to the camera. You know? You're not trying to make commentary the entire way through. You can just pop them together and... Yep, done with it. Words. God, why does anyone watch me? I think maybe the answer is they don't, as you can see. No, for real. For real. And anyone who does watch, anyone who watches even just for a little bit or wants to lurk or whatever, I do appreciate y'all. My goal in life, question mark, is to be able to make things that other people can enjoy by doing things that I enjoy. So if anyone gets any enjoyment out of the stuff I do, like, I'm happy about that. Have I ever said that on stream, actually? Because I know I've definitely said it on, like, other platforms. Twitter, maybe Blue Sky. But I don't know if I've actively said it on stream. That's my goal. That's my goal, really. Now, if I could... if I could support myself doing things like that, like financially and whatnot, that's the dream. Ah, that's an ad. Fucking A. Okay. Bingley. I bought my fridge from them. What about you? No ads so far. Let's go with that. I don't think that like ads are gonna heckin' dox me or anything. I mean, I've already on occasion said what city I live in, right? I don't think ads are gonna get any more specific than that. But at the same time, I ain't giving them free advertising. Like, come on. Anyway, I still don't have a Switch 2. I was gonna buy one eventually, but like, even doing a lot of it myself, there's still been a lot of expenditures that I didn't fully account for when I had to move. Like, part of it was just because of the way I did things. There was a bit of overlap in getting access to my new apartment and handing back the keys to my old apartment. Words. So there was a bit of extra expense there. But then also, like, I had to buy a fridge. I've had to buy a small, like, push mower. Just a bunch of shit like that. Also, I've not bought a washing machine. Didn't end up needing one. And then after telling my mum, yeah, I'm probably not gonna get one. I bet it's been working out so far with just hand washing. I head home, and my mum's like, "Hey, your father and I were thinking of getting you a housewarming gift. We were gonna buy you a washing machine." And I'm like, I literally just told you that I don't need one. I'm not gonna get one. It's if I have to move again, it's gonna be more trouble than it's worth, I think. Like, there's the convenience of not having to hand wash, but at the same time, like, I don't know if the one they were looking at getting me would actually fit through my front door. And if it doesn't, then they'd need to go through my side door, and I'd need to move all the furniture aside so that it can get to the spot where it's supposed to go. And then if I have to move... Why am I going into all this? If I have to move, then, like, either I need to get rid of it, or I need to find a place that has a port for a washing machine, but does not already have a washing machine. And I'm like, I just don't want to deal with this shit. I'm fine with just hand washing. Sorry, that was just something that frustrated me a bit ago. I have kind of established, after all that, and after going to visit my parents over Christmas, that, like, I really just prefer to do things my own way, at my own pace, even if there's a way that's technically better. And it really frustrates me when someone comes in going like, oh no, you should do it this way instead. And, like, if they're... I understand most times when something like that happens, they're just trying to be helpful. They're just trying to... Like, they see what they perceive as, like, oh, you're making things harder for yourself. You should try this instead. But to me, it's like, that comes across more as like, oh, you're doing it the wrong way. You should do it this way instead. And I don't like that, you know? Anyway, let's stop rambling about my weird hang-ups about doing laundry. There is not much tree action happening at the moment. We're still making the pot. Such is the way with these botanical sets. They advertise it as like, oh, it's this particular plant, but then like half the set, if not more, is you building the pots. Unless you buy one of the bouquet sets, in which case, like... In which case, you don't get a pot. Oh, speaking of pots, one of the Christmas activities we did when I was visiting my parents, we painted some pots. But some vases, rather. Vases, whatever. But they're fucking tiny, and I don't know what to put in it. I'm gonna show y'all. Look at this little thing. What am I supposed to put in this? I'm happy with how it turned out, but like, this is a tiny ass vase. Could fit like a single flower. And I don't keep real flowers and all plants at my place, because I don't trust myself to not kill them. That's why I have all these Lego plants instead. Oh, we got to do all this and then do it again in reverse. Cool. And we need these. These go on here. And then we need these ones. Don't know why I got calming Nintendo music for winter. It's I mean for the rest of the world. For the northern hemisphere, it's winter. For me, it's very much not. It is summer. Even though you wouldn't believe it's summer sometimes with how the weather's been. One sec. Okay. Yep. Just checking on something. Anyway, these attach here. And here. Why is the camera going reddish? Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing my mic probably picked that up. I'm next to a... I've probably said this before on one of the Musume streams. I'm next to a main road now. So, like... Well, not like a highway or some shit. Just a more mainish road than I used to live on. So you might hear more honking and cars going by and stuff. That's just a thing. I can't do anything about that. We're just gonna have to live with it. You get used to it after a while. I think that's a garbage truck. Not the honk. There's a garbage truck outside right now. So is Friday's garbage day then? I have not seen the... Oh, hold on. This is Wii Sports. we back to Music Guesser in here. It's Wii Sports like before starting the match in bowling question mark? No, that's animal. Okay, I am way off the margin. Good to know that I... Okay, well... Cool. My ass is not winning any music guessing competition today. Speaking of competitions, though, I do want to bring back my little quiz show. I do have a slideshow ready for one based around Mario enemies. I was going to do like a Google form or something, but I'm now thinking maybe like, you know, I already have a Discord server created that I solely use to like... I solely use it just so I can use my reactive during LEGO streams. And previously during that one Musume stream, so that I could demo my new model and see how it felt before getting it rigged. So I figured, what if I just make that into a thing and like, hey, if you're interested in like joining these quiz shows regardless of the topic, just join this server and you'll get like notified when I'm looking for contestants and whatnot. But I'll need to do some work to actually prepare the server for something like that, because at the moment it's literally nothing. Like, in my mind, it sounded like a good idea. As for whether it is or not, who fucking knows? We'll find out once I actually try. But that's probably not going to happen until I'm back to streaming regularly. And I'm probably not going to be back to streaming regularly until my new model's done. Which gives me more time to, like, mess around with other things. Music, game dev, art. I don't want to be locked down to a single medium, you know? I want to be able to do all sorts of stuff. Alright. The contraptions have been completed. For a LEGO stream, I'm really not talking that much about LEGO, am I? That's fine, probably. Okay. We need these big boys. Oh, they go next. I was like, where do the little ones go then? Like, oh, no, that's 2 pieces actually. Actually. It feels weird streaming again after so long. I had so many unintentional hiatuses last year. And now I'm taking an intentional one, sort of. And I'm just like, doesn't feel right. We'll be back eventually. I just got a lot of things going on. I still got a week before I have to go back to work. So I guess I'm just gonna try and get as much stuff as I can done in that week. As far as I know, they still haven't given me access to the new office, so I might be fine to just keep working from home. Which would be lovely. Because I don't like going to the office. Especially with the project I'm currently on. Heckin' like heart-shaped plates? That's new to me. And they're green too, it's like the ones I use. The heart emojis that I use. You know, you wouldn't think it with how blue my model is, but my favorite color is actually green. I just went with blue because it fits the space theme. And now it's too late to change it. It's part of my identity. Almost done with bag 1. And finally these go on the edges. And here's our leftover pieces for bag 1. Put them up there. Bag 2 time! Get that LEGO ASMR. Pieces going everywhere. I got it. That's a Metroid song. 2 smaller bags. You want to say Fendrana Drifts or something? Fendrana Drifts, let's go. Metroid Prime 4 finally got released this year. So that's pretty cool. Apparently, it's like mixed reviews. People apparently didn't like the motorcycle. I don't know. That's not my wheelhouse. I probably shouldn't have poured those directly onto the pile. Should have put them separately. Oh well. Too late. I'll find them. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I've dealt with worse. I've dealt with an entire set in one big pile. I'm sure I can find a couple small pieces. Okay, we are now building the moss. Starting with some plates. This and this. Then 2 and then little ones. These corner bits. This would go here and here. Where did it go? There it is. Yeah, so I saw it pointed out in a video about Lego botanicals, but they've sort of moved away from doing like the loose soil in the pot look, and instead they have stuff like this where it's actually properly built and secured onto the pot. This is new to me. It's like a curved slope, whatever they're called, but it's a corner. That's interesting. I don't know if this one's going to have any interesting piece usages, actually, because it looks to me, at least on the box, like it's just a bunch of like big leaf elements. Which is a shame, because I do like all of the weird, interesting piece usage in the botanicals. So getting one without that kind of thing seems like it would be a shame. On it goes. Build up the moss mound. I wonder what we're going to do about these gaps here. We're going to cover them up with something or not. Or whether we just let them be. Okay, so then we do the same but on the other side. Because that couldn't have been one set of instructions. Got to do it in 2 separate goes. Jokes. I'm sure there's reasons why they do it like that. It just comes across a bit silly to me sometimes. Why is that one like... I don't... Hold on. If I hold it up to the camera... Why is that one very clearly a different color? As far as I know... Yeah, no, that's the only one left of this particular piece. Why is it very clearly a different color? Bruh. Someone needs to do better with mixing their dyes. Or whatever. I don't know how this works. Like, I've seen weird color consistency with the whites. I haven't seen it with green before. Okay. Oh no, 6 of these studs. Is this another one where they're like, oh, relaxing Nintendo music, but also Professor Layton is here for some reason? No, this is Paper Mario. Okay, cool. My fury has been quashed for the time being. Side note, I am so fucking sad about what Level 5 has been doing lately. Like, the new Professor Layton game was like one of my most anticipated games for this year. And then they go like, hell yeah, AI is good actually. Majority of games are probably being made by AI at this point. And I'm like, yeah, okay, fuck off. I guess I'm not getting the new Professor Layton then. But what irritated me most about that, I think, is that I saw some people justifying it, going like, well, hey, he's saying that AI is writing the code and that, you know, that developers need to have a good sense for aesthetics, so it's actually truer to the artist's vision. It's not, you know, the artists aren't being replaced by AI. And it's like, okay, but they're still using generative AI. Generative AI isn't only bad when it's art. The amount of people who seem to be like, oh yeah, I don't use generative AI, but I do use ChatGPT sometimes. It's like, bro, that is generative AI. Please shut your fucking mouth. A lot of people are just like, yeah, generative AI is bad, but only when it's the stuff I don't care about. And as someone who has her hands in like a large variety of different things, that's frustrating to me because I care about all of it. I don't want generative AI touching any of this shit. No AI dialogue, no AI art, no vibe coding. Like, get it out of here. Oop, I brushed the mic. I don't know if that picked up anything, but sorry if it did. Okay, 4 of these. 4 of these, whatever these pieces are. I don't think I ever got a clear answer on what this piece was originally made for. Something fell. At least it's Lego pieces falling and not my microphone, because my microphone is like right on the edge of the desk, so I can get it as close as possible without it being in frame. Perhaps not my smartest move. Oh, I actually need 6 of these. There's one. Where's the last one? There should be one more here somewhere. There it is. Get. On it goes. What is this? Sounds RPG-ish, but I don't recognize it. Kirby Triple Deluxe. Okay, that explains it. I don't play Kirby games. I've tried them before. It just... It doesn't work for me. I absolutely... Kirby is in this category of games where I'm like, I absolutely love learning about it. Don't enjoy playing it at all. Where is this piece? I'm not... Like, I have one of them, the macaroni. Where is this weird slopey bit? Oh, there it is. It's smaller than I thought it would be. Like this, I think? And this... That doesn't look like it attached to a stud, but it does. It's just the right size for it, even though it doesn't... Like, it looks like it's supposed to connect to an axle. And it probably does. Anyway, we're gonna start building the tree now. Done with the plot, we're actually building the thing that we bought the set for. Let's go. Then... Oh boy, Technic. Here it comes. I loved... I'm not going to complain about it. There's, I think, barely any Technic in here, aside from the usual, like, assemble the branches type shit. And that's just like, that's the easiest way to do it, to make sure it's secure while also being thin. if you were to... This sounds like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I wouldn't be able to tell you the name of the dungeon, but it's definitely a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. Explorers of Sky, maybe? No, I think that's Rescue Team. They just say Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. But the title is Escape Through the Snow, which I believe is a thing that happens in the original Mystery Dungeon. It's been way too long since I've played Mystery Dungeon, actually. But, like, I have too much to play as it is. With so many big, like, AAA studios being like, oh yeah, we're using AI. AI is good, actually. Please accept AI. Everyone is using AI now. You have no other choice. But, like, everyone's just like, yeah, I've got a huge fucking backlog. I'm gonna play that instead. I don't need to play any of these new games. If all the new games are using AI, I just won't play new games. Realistically, I could do the same. However, I do also have new games I want to get. Just as soon as I get a Switch 2. Which will happen at some point. At some point after I get my new model. I haven't played Legend ZA yet. Because I was like, oh, it's available on the Switch 2 and the Switch. So, like, I could play the Switch version, but if it's going to be on the Switch 2 with, like, an enhanced version, I may as well just wait until I get a Switch 2 and get it for that. Instead of having to, like, try and transfer shit over. But then shit happened, and so I haven't bought a Switch 2 yet. And as a result, I've gotten spoiled on, like, everything in Legend ZA. Aside from the story, apparently. I've gotten spoiled on, like, all the characters, but not a single person has mentioned the story. So, like, okay. Either people are just being very good about spoilers for this game, or there's absolutely no one cares about the story. Which, you know, considering it's a Pokemon game, maybe I should have expected. As we all know, Pokemon fans do not read. Funny joke. Okay. Almost there. What the hell is this song? Ah. Snowhead's Majora's Mask, right? Yes. Okay. I haven't played Majora's Mask. I've seen people play it, I haven't played it myself. You know, there are relatively... actually, no. I have played a fair amount of Zelda games. I haven't finished very many of them. And I've probably already told this story on stream, so maybe I should just shut up. This goes here, I believe. Yes. Ta-da! Yeah, I think the only ones I've finished... Yeah, it wouldn't have changed since the last time I counted them. Minish Cap, Phantom Hourglass, and Breath of the Wild. Those are the only ones I've actually finished. That goes in there. This in there. Now we have whatever the fuck this piece is. Like, what was this created for? Okay, the sun is out in full force now. God damn. And here I am in a fucking hoodie. This is coming off the moment stream ends. I only wear this shit so you don't see my arms. Okay. Okay, yep, this is a one-off. This isn't one where we have to make 2 of them at the same time. We're making the branches. And this is an interesting juncture. Because like we've seen the straight ones, we've seen the elbow ones. Straight one and elbow one combined, that's new to me. Yeah, we'll stick one of these in there. That goes on here. What are these fucking ball joints? Those go on there, and then little ball joint things on here. That goes in here. There we go. Leaving a lot of exposed studs on the side, but I guess we're gonna clean that up in later bags. Yeah, it is a shame that there's not more interesting piece usage in this one. It's just leaves and like regular pieces to build up the trunk. Which I guess makes sense. Maybe I should have expected that from the way it looks on the box. But it's just like, I like all the weird stuff that... Why does that look wrong? Look, I guess it's just the angle I was looking at it. It looked like it was going at a weird angle that it shouldn't have been going at. But I guess it was meant to go that way. I'm guessing Animal Crossing? Yes. 1 AM snow from one of the Animal Crossing games. I'm not going to bother looking at which one. Right, and then we have to make another one, but going the other way. Oh, and with axle things instead of pin things. Interesting. Oh, and there you go. That goes on here. Other way around. Like so. And then we stick another one of these weird things on top. Oh, we're already assembling leaves. Oh, and they're like having a show. Yeah, there's 3 different shades. Use this one, not this one. This one, not this one. Because they've got orange, and then they've got a newer dark orange, or reddish orange, question mark, and then they've got red. We had to deal with the same thing with the chrysanthemum, with the colored bananas, but this time it's colored leaves. So we have to do this twice, so we may as well do it twice at the same time instead of backtracking. I should have had some fruit before stream. I'm already getting hungry. But I'm not going to eat on stream. Every time I've tried to do that, it's been not great. I'll just sit through it. By the time I finish, it'll probably be lunchtime. Well, we're already through 2 of the bags, more or less. It's only been an hour. Okay, this. My brain stalled for a second there. Then we have to use the lighter orange for this one. And then for this one, we use the reddish orange. And then a small red one. That's the wrong spot. Oh, that's... Okay. Behold. Foliage. And these go on the ball joints. Like so. If I can get them on there. There we go. Like that, I guess. Now we just have some red leaves. And this allows me to bring up a problem some people had with this set. Namely, that amongst all of the tan pieces, there's just random bits of grey, like the ball joints and like these triangle bits. And some people weren't particularly happy about that because they're like, it looks bad. Why would you do that? Though funnily enough, the plant that this set is based on does actually have a white greyish bark rather than tan. So technically that's actually more accurate to the real life plant, but it does sort of stand out, I guess. We'll see how I feel about it afterwards. Normally I'm not too fussed about that kind of thing. But we shall see, I suppose. That's a lot of leftover parts from this one. And this, it goes through the thing. Like so. Here are the leftover parts from bag 2. Quite a few of them. Time for bag 3. Evidently we've still got... Oh, right. We haven't built up the sides of the tree yet. Ah! The shit has fallen. Ah! Almost missed a piece. That sounds like Kirby's Epic Yarn. Yeah, Frosty Wheel. Alright, let's make ourselves a side of tree. Alright, need... Why is this one big step with the... Why is this all step 70? Normally they break this down and like don't have one big thing up the top there with like all the parts. So yeah, they're both that one, okay. Right? No, we need 2 of this side. And then 3 of the other side. Three of the other side. 1... I think this macaroni? Because there's a longer macaroni as well, but I don't think that's the one we need. And one of this. 2 of these weird ones. 1 of this. 1 of this. And 1 of this. So this one here. This one and this one. And 1 of these on top. Oh, we actually need 2 of these. Ah, missed a step here. I was like, what? Why does it just appear? Why isn't it outlined? Because it was outlined in the previous step. Doinkhead. That goes on there. What the hell is this? I've never heard it before, but my guess would be Legend of Zelda. It's Xenoblade. Specifically Xenoblade X, the one I have seen absolutely nothing of. I still need to finish Xenoblade 2. But like, I don't have any time. I like JRPGs, but I don't have the time to play them. There was one I saw on sale during like the Steam New Year sale or whatever. Christmas sale, I don't know. But it was like, it's like 80% off, and I'm like, okay. I don't have time for this right now, but I'm gonna get it anyway. Realistically, I can totally do the shit where it's like, yeah, I don't need to buy new games. I don't care about all this AI crap. I can just play old games for the rest of time. Because like, Jesus Christ, I have so much stuff still in my backlog. Alright, more branch time. In it goes. In it goes. Oh, we're doing more ballpoint, ball joint stuff. This ain't a pen. It's not a ballpoint. On it goes. 2 of these. Ah, now I'm attaching a macaroni to an axle instead of a stud. Ah, and that's where the long macaroni comes in. Like so. And this attaches onto here. Through this side, not the long macaroni. That sounds like more Metroid. Metroid Prime 3! Yippee. Might not be able to identify the specific track or game, but I can definitely identify that it sounds like a Metroid. Why the branch is going so low this time? It's like we built it up and now we're drooping it back down. Like so. Oh, it wants us to turn it like that, I guess. Hard to see what angle it's actually placed at, but I think that's correct. Like that. Yeah, that looks about right. Eh. Alright, now we make the other side of the tree. And they're doing this shit again. Okay. I'll put them off the... Nah. Okay, got it. Okay, so we need 2 of these, 1 of these. Hold on, I need some water. I'm not used to streaming this long anymore. My longest stream in the past several months was 1 hour. And that was just me fucking gambling on horse girls. Essentially. Okay, 2 of these. There's the other one of those. 1 of these. 1 of these. I know I'm placing them off screen, but that's because I'm going to have to turn the page and I don't want them on the instructions. Okay, is that everything? 1, 2. 1. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 2. That is everything. We can start constructing the other side of the tree. This one. I'm guessing Animal Crossing for this one? Yes. Igloo. Yeah. I would like to get back to streaming more frequently this year just because I have games I would like to finish. And the only time I, like, unless it's fucking Project Sekai or Uma Musume, the only time I seem to play games is on stream. So I need to stream more frequently if I want to finish games. Because I still got like 2 in progress at the moment. I'm still playing Ace Attorney, I'm still playing Digimon. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? What the fuck is this? Oh, that's Pokemon, okay. Pokemon X and Y even. Speaking of ZA, I guess. Alright, time for more of these. The branches on the ball joints. Get on that. On it goes. How much time is left in this one? Okay, we still got like an hour or so of music before I have to change it. We'll see if I can finish the set before then, because we are almost halfway through. As soon as I finish this bag. And some of the other bags seemed fairly light, so I don't know if they're going to be as piece intensive. There's the other one. Alright, now the light orange ones go on here. Then the reddish orange goes on top. I feel like I've heard this one before. But I have no idea where from. Kirby Star Allies. Okay, I have no idea why I thought I'd heard it. I mean, I have watched people play through Kirby Star Allies, but I would not consider myself familiar with like anything besides the main theme. Alright, we have our foliage. Time to attach them to this far-flung branch. Move my fucking hand out of the way. There we go. I think they're supposed to be positioned a little more downwards and not like straight fucking up. Alright, on they go. Clip them on. Except not actually clipping, we're more sliding it on. Then these go on top. To give some depth to the foliage, I suppose. I have definitely forgotten something, I'm pretty sure. Because it does not feel like these should have been spare parts. Hold on, let me look up. Let me real quick look up. Bricklink. Are these supposed to be spare parts? Or have I fucked up? I would not be surprised if I fucked up. Okay, where's these spares? Extra parts. No, we do just get extras of these. Why the fuck? These are way bigger than your normal extras. Why did they give us these? Okay, well, if you say so. I guess those are just spare parts. Oh, that was mostly off camera. Sorry about that. Well, there we go. Bag full. At least it started on the dotted line. Oh, that's like nothing. Yeah, we're getting to just the branches now. The body of the tree's been built up. Now we just gotta make the canopy. Probably. Mostly. What is this? Is it one of the Zeldas? A Link Between Worlds. I have played that one. Never finished it. One of several Zeldas I have played but not finished. Why is my chair creaking so much? Okay. More branch time. Oh, and it's doing it like this again. Can we not have normal fucking instructions? Where you show it, like, the pieces with the associated step and not just combine several steps into one? Please? I'd appreciate that. More ball joints. Then... that goes in there. This attaches to the other... this. Like so. That is barely in frame. Oops. I am a little out of practice, can you tell? Alright, leaf time. We are once again making 2 of the ball joint leaf branches. This sounds familiar. But not in the sense that I've heard it before, but more in the sense of... Well, maybe I should have had the order. Paper Mario, okay. Would not have guessed that. I was debating between Metroid or Mario Galaxy. But it didn't quite sound like either. Which is because, you know, it was not either. On it goes. Well, we're using the red ones here now instead of the dark orange. Because we're higher up in the tree. So we just go straight to dark orange here. Like so. And then the red goes on top. Not as much new foliage. Okay, so this sounds oldish, but I do not recognize it at all. Tell me what it is. Kirby 64, okay. I have actually played that one, and beat it, in fact. Not my favorite game, to be honest. Maybe that's part of why I don't like Kirby. Right, and these go on the ball joints. Like so. What is this? It sounds familiar. But like all of these fucking sound familiar. Yeah, I got no idea. Zelda... Which Zelda? Ocarina of Time. Okay, I've played that one. I have not finished it, but I've played it. And I think I've gotten to the point where this song plays. I guess it didn't leave enough of an impression on me. Right, more just red leaves. What the hell, vocals? Yeah, I got no fucking clue. What's that? It's another Xenoblade. Xenoblade 2! Oh, hello. The one that I started but haven't finished. Oops. I need to finish it eventually, but like, it's so long! I don't have time for super long games anymore. Because I'm trying to do too much at once. It's completely my fault. I could make more time for games. But I need that time for other stuff. Bag 5! 2 more to go. And at this point it's just leaves and upper branches. That is like nothing. Why is the bag this large for this few pieces? Surely there are smaller bags than that. Yeah, this is like nothing. This and bag 6 could probably have been combined, honestly. Assuming bag 6 doesn't have like a ginormous amount of pieces. Maybe it could have been combined with bag 4 then instead. If bag 6 does have a ginormous amount of pieces. Get in there. Okay, and this goes... What? Oh, I skipped a step. Doink head. This here. And this here. Oh, that's not in frame. So this is why it goes faster when you're not trying to show off to the camera. You don't have to worry about whether things are in frame or not. Okay, which way does this go? Ball joints facing... this way, I think? Let me rotate it so that it's actually the direction that's on here. Yeah, I think I was right. It's like this. If it'll go on... Bruh. One sec. Okay. What is this? Donkey Kong, okay. I want to play Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I need to get a Switch 2. Another reason I need to get a Switch 2. Eventually. Why is this not going on? Hello? This is not... there we go. Like that, I guess. That seems about right. And then we want to extend the canopy even further. This is to go even further beyond. That's an anime quote, right? Oh, we're just doing the regular old ball joint thing again. I don't need to look at the parts list for this one. We've already done it so many times. Oh, and it goes. And we shove these on. It's interesting to me that they still show this graphic even when the lighter orange isn't involved, because I don't think anyone's going to confuse the reddish orange with red. But they might confuse the reddish orange with orange. Because it is definitely more... I mean, it's in between them, but I feel like it's closer to orange. It is a shade of orange, not a shade of red. But I guess... well, I guess if you're colorblind, this may actually help. Alright. Where did that go? There it is. I don't have the same rug that I used to have under my chair because the room I am streaming from has carpet now. So as a result, small pieces don't get lost as easily. I should probably not be picking up the entire set by the trunk like that. There's one. Apologies for the blurriness. It is getting close to the camera. And apparently, by the... oh wait, no, it's just going to have the one thing on top, probably. Like all the other ones had. Oh, we got another spare one of these. Are we supposed to have 2 spares of that? Yes, we are. Okay, cool. Gotta check the set list to see which pieces is supposed to be spares to make sure that I didn't fuck up somewhere. Somewhere along the line. And then... Am I supposed to have 2 of these as well? Yes, okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. Sounds like Animal Crossing. I recognize the accordion. Yes. It is indeed Animal Crossing. I don't think I need to get into my thoughts on Animal Crossing. I've talked about it enough. I think it's neat. I just can't really get into that sort of game anymore. Anyway, the 2 spare pieces that I was like, why are we having spares of these? We already had some spares. Are these spares? Yes, they are. Okay, cool. Final bag. Bag 6. These last few bags went very fast because they're just a couple branches that we've already built multiple times before. Almost stayed on the perforated line. Yeah, that is like nothing. Why could this not have been part of bag 5? It would easily have fit. Oh well, I'm sure LEGO has reasons for doing things the way they do them. I am but a humble consumer. Like, if I had control over them, there would be a certain brand I would immediately get them to stop working with. But alas, I have to see it every time I go through the list of new releases. Right, and this points down a ways. Is that in frame? Can you see that? It's under here. Ah, that's the microphone. There we go. You kind of saw what I was doing. Good enough. Alright, we need another one of these. Another one of the ballpoint contraptions. Ball joint, not ballpoint. Great going, Melody. Okay, and this attaches to this, pointing down a ways. Oh, that's out of frame. Hold on. Yes, we can get that in frame. My throat does not like talking for an hour and a half, evidently. Been a while since I've had to do that. Alright, one of these. This goes into here. Okay, yes, that was on camera. Good. 2 more ballpoint sets of leaves. Ball joint. God damn it. Why do I keep messing that up? What the hell is this? This sounds less wintry and more spooky. Like some Halloween haunted type shit. Okay, what is it? Snow Peak Ruins, Legend of Zola. Okay. Majora's Mask, I believe. Oh wait, no. Majora's Mask is Snowhead, right? Snow Peak is Twilight Princess. Okay, I've not played that one. Or seen, like, anything of it. This way. We got the leaves. Almost there. Last set of foliage. Gonna be honest, not my favorite set to put together. It's very repetitive. Not as much interesting piece usage as other botanicals. It's just a tree. I think if I arrange the leaves a bit, like the look will be fine. Just the experience of actually building it that I feel like is a bit lacking. I don't think the grey pieces are that distracting for me personally. I know some people care about like super 100% accuracy. Oh, it doesn't go that way. Okay. Doesn't bend that way. So we'll leave it there. The only 100% accuracy I cared about was fucking Minecraft Steve's skin tone. I'm not even joking. I have another Lego Minecraft set to build that I bought solely because they corrected the skin tone of the Steve minifigures. And I'm like, okay, I want a set that has the new Steve in it. And so I bought it, and then later on they released another set that's like, it has the same Steve, the same like proper skin tone Steve. It has the same creeper, but it's much smaller and thus much cheaper. And I'm like, should have waited for that one instead. But oh well, I have it now. I have 2 Lego Minecraft sets actually, so I'll probably build those together in one stream. And here we go. The actual, like the image looks a lot more densely. I can't properly show it on stream. My camera doesn't zoom out far enough. But like, I guess depending on the angle, it'll look better. I don't know. There we go. That's my red maple bonsai. There it is. Just cover the entire screen. Here are our leftover spare parts. I'll put those away. And that will be the stream. I do have like one smaller set that I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this one, but I think I'm just going to get like another similarly themed set and like save it for then, and I can build those together in one stream. It's only been an hour and a half, but like, it's been too long since I've last streamed that my throat is not happy with me talking this long. So I think that's going to be it for today's stream. Thank you for watching if you stuck around this long. Give me a sec to collect my thoughts. I know the last year has kind of been a bit all over the place. There is a dog right outside my right outside my house, apartment, whatever. It's been a bit of a wild year the past year, and even before that, like, I haven't been particularly consistent, if I'm being perfectly honest. So anyone who's stuck around this long, I appreciate it. I won't lie. When I was younger and just getting started with streaming, I was a silly, deluded kid who thought I would be much further along than I actually am by the 3 or 4 year mark. Instead, I'm sitting here talking to myself. But if any of y'all have gotten some enjoyment out of watching me do my stupid shit, I appreciate it, you know? I'm happy. I'm glad. as for the coming year, regular streams will probably start not this week, not next week, sometime after. I'm going to get my new model finished and rigged. I'll try to finish it this week and then send it off to a rigger next week. And well, actually, I should have my regular chat BGM for this. So yeah. Once I have my new model, I'll start streaming regularly again. Until then, I'm gonna be working on whatever I feel like. Music, game dev, drawing, all sorts of shit. If you want updates on that, you can follow me on Blue Sky. As for the kinds of content, Lego building is very much back. I still have like 5 sets left to build, and that's not even including anything I buy this year. Gaming is going to be back. I want to, at the very... Like, I need to finish Ace Attorney. I would like to finish Digimon, but I don't know how far away we are from that. I'd like to buy a Switch too and start playing all the games that my friends have been playing and I've been missing out on. But we'll see how that goes. Karaoke, I don't know if or when karaoke's coming back. I would like to do at least one cover song this year for like... There's been an April Fool's cover I've wanted to do for the past 4 years and I haven't done it yet. I need to start working on that so that I actually get it done, because every time something happens in March or February that fucks me over and I'm not able to release it, so I'm gonna try and get that done this year. I'm gonna try and get that out, because last year I don't think I released a single cover last year. I did like one karaoke stream and that was it. But to be fair, last year had a ton of shit going on. And then also I want to bring back my quiz show, Clueless Quiz Time. Eventually there'll be updates about that. I think I'm gonna like rework my dumb little Discord thing that I have for just for the voice channel and turn it into something for that. Also, Uma Musume, like, gacha streams at random points. That's not going to be a regular thing. That's just going to be like, hey, if I'm pulling, I'm pulling on stream. I don't know when the next one of those is going to be, because the next character on my must pull for list isn't until like November, December of this year. But there are a bunch of characters on my maybe list coming out this year. So if I decide to pull for any of them, you'll see me go live at random points during the day, even when I'm supposed to be working. Do not tell my boss. But, yeah, I guess that's it. I don't think there's anyone here, so unless there's someone live right now that I really want to raid into. Oh, let me mute the desktop audio. Unless there's someone live right now that I really want to raid into, I think we're probably just going to end it there. But there's no one really live right now. It is New Year's Day for most of the world, so understandable. What can I use to do the fucking my usual thing? 'Cause I can't just wave the fucking tree around. Oh well, let's just wave. Thanks for watching. Otsukame. Bye bye. And scene.